Hello and welcome to Justeventonline Weekend News. I am Fatima Sediki for the news headline. Tinubu assures Nigerians of economic recovery. Russia warns ECOWAS against military force in Niger. Nigeria's economy grew by 2.4%, OPEC reviews. Ilorin's Adult and Primary Education Department recognizes Kayode Oyin Zubair for outstanding achievement. DHQ dismisses coup request, says military better under democracy. Zulum approves 50 million naira accommodation for army varsity. Ogun urges compliance with Anthrax safety regulations. AFBC to stage African Boxing League. Now, the news in details. President Bola Tinubu on Friday in Abuja reassured Nigerians that no stone will be left unturned in his administration's multifarious efforts to stimulate the economy and make it work for the greatest good of all Nigerians. The president said to steadily ensure measured growth and enhance public enlightenment on policy outcomes, every effort across sectors would be documented and periodically reviewed for performance verification and public presentation. Russia has warned the economic community of West African states that military intervention in Niger Republic could escalate the crisis. Leaders of ECOWAS member states met in Abuja on Thursday and resolved to deploy a standby force in a bid to restore constitutional democracy to Niger and reinstate ousted President Mohamed Bazoum. Russia, however, said a military solution to the crisis could lead to a protracted confrontation. The Organization of the Petroleum Exporting Countries, OPEC, has said that Nigeria's economic growth in the first quarter of 2023 stood at 2.4% year-on-year. This was made known in its monthly oil market report for August, obtained by the news agency of Nigeria on Friday. OPEC said this was against a growth of 3.6% in fourth quarter of 2022, an indicator of 2023 anticipated slowdown. The University of Ilorin's Adult and Primary Education Department celebrated a momentous occasion on Thursday as they bestowed a prestigious award upon Kayode Oyin Zubair, a prominent figure in the field of community development and former senior special assistant to Kwara State Governor on community intervention. The event also marked the launch of a magazine dedicated to Zubair's achievements and contributions to the field. The event, held at the Faculty of Education's main auditorium, featured a keynote lecture by Dr. Lawal Olongbebe, a renowned expert in education and Director Center for Community Development, Kwara State University, Malete. Dr. Olongbebe's lecture revolved around the theme of empowering students for poverty eradication through community intervention. The lecture highlighted various strategies and approaches that can be employed to equip students with the tools they need to combat poverty effectively. And as remark, Head of the Department Adult and Primary Education, who was represented by Dr. Okoli, said University of Ilorin has always been at the forefront of promoting community engagement and social responsibility among its students. In a heartwarming gesture of support for the department endeavors, Kayode Oyin Zubair donated 2 sewing machines and cash to the Adult and Primary Education Department. While speaking to Justeventonline TV, he said the donation came after the successful completion of 4 weeks training program in fashion design, which equips students with valuable vocational skills. He said the machines are expected to empower students to further develop their talents and potentially create sustainable livelihoods for themselves. The military high command has frowned on comments requesting the armed forces to intervene in the democratic process of the country. The Defense Headquarters, in a statement by the Director, Defense Information, Brigadier General Tukur Gusau, described the request as wicked and unpatriotic. He stressed that the military is happy and better under a democratic system of government. Borno State Governor Professor Babangana Zulum has approved the allocation of 50 million naira alongside the construction of staff houses and student hostels at the Nigerian Army University, BIU. Zulum announced the interventions on Friday while responding to the Vice-Chancellor of Army University, Professor Kayode Mohammed, who led a management delegation on a courtesy call on the governor at the government house in Maiduguri. The Ogun State government has called on cattle sellers and butchers to comply with health and safety regulations in order to prevent the spread of anthrax across the state. The permanent secretary in the State Ministry of Agriculture, Samuel Adiogun, who disclosed this, said the Emergency Operations Center, which comprises critical stakeholders, is ready to protect public health against anthrax. But compliance by stakeholders dealing with cattle and animals that could be affected by the disease will help prevent losses in business and investment of the citizens in case of any outbreak. The last on the news is sports. Vice President, African Boxing Confederation, Azania Omagege, has said the African Boxing Body is open to stage an African Boxing League soon. Omagege, who was recently named the interim president of the AFBC, is the first Nigerian to occupy the office. He also said headquarters of the AFBC will be in Nigeria. We have come to the end of the news. Here's a recap of the story. Tinubu assures Nigerians of economic recovery. Russia warns ECOWAS against military force in Niger. Nigeria's economy grew by 2.4%, OPEC reviews. Ilorin's Adult and Primary Education Department recognizes Kayode Oyin Zubair for outstanding achievement. DHQ dismisses coup request, says military better under democracy. Zulum approves 50 million naira accommodation for Army Varsity. Ogun urges compliance with Anthrax safety regulations. AFBC to stage African Boxing League. Thank you for watching Justeventonline Weekend News. Remember, a negative mind will never give you a positive life. For more news, visit www.justeventonline.com. And to read more updates, follow us on our social media platforms with the tab at Justeventonline. You can also send us an email on justeventonline@gmail.com. I am Fatima Sidiki. Good night.